Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Is the mic on today? Hi, welcome back. Today. Hey, we get some good time today. I just wanna... Besides all my characters looking alike, do it we're not playing. And as I try to shake off 2 years of rust, not having played this game since 2015. Hey, Green. Brother Entropic. Densa. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. You saw how rusty I was yesterday, and you'll see it again today. That's despite hundreds of hours in the game. Weird, right? The muscle memory has not returned yet. A little bit of it's coming back. Brain has a long way to go. You're welcome to remind me, suggest things, and it's okay to give me grief for all the things I've forgotten. I will. Hope you're all doing well today. Cheers to you all, and all the lurkers out there. Any lurkers out there? Oh boy. You're going with the cane. It's my favorite weapon in any game. In any game. My favorite weapon of all. So why wouldn't I? We'll play with others. We can play with others. Procyon keeps bringing up a version of this from the DLC, an improved version. Like I always forget the name, and we'll have to talk about. I think you mentioned it yesterday too, Densa. Possibly you mentioned it. Where in the DLC to get it? You just tried it and you couldn't make it work at all. I haven't gotten the hang of it again. I tell you, it's my favorite, and yet I still haven't quite gotten a feel for it. Trying to learn which attacks are which again. That one, I managed to stagger the camera beast with that one a couple times. And then of course I like the way it transitions. So when you're fighting with it in whip form,
message for you, Commander.
you
Just
get
came
that
in over secure
stab.
channel.
Damn, I wish this had popped yesterday. Happy Twitchiversary. 6 month sub-anniversary. And all those things. Green, thank you. Thank you. Cheers to you. Many thanks. And to many more. Yeah, I haven't played, I don't think, ever with the axe. Like, go figure, I kind of fell in love with the cane. And it's simple like this. I like its simplicity. Behaves like a short sword or something. But the transitions are neat. So, just like going from whip to cane, if you're swinging the cane, and then you go to whip, it's another whap. The animations are brilliant, and I love the... So there's a few overheads, right up the middle. The cane is tricky. The whip is tricky when you're in narrow places, because you'll do that a lot. You'll hit the wall, not the enemy. But with some of the variations, you can hit what's right in front of you. If you remember which is it? The halberds in Dark Souls 1 or 2? Because they behave differently. The halberds in 2 just go poke, poke, poke. And the halberds in 1, is that the ones you swing overhead a lot? Or is it the other way around? I don't even know why I brought up halberds. Something about narrow spaces. You gotta finish this one? Yeah, I guess I'd have to say you do. Cheers, Green. For being here. We don't have many echoes. We're going to do some farming. We don't have to start with farming. We can go open up more of Great Bridge, which... Oh, that's Cleric Beast. We unlocked the elevator. That was the last thing we did. We haven't even gone across the bridge to Gascoigne. I don't know if I said Gehrman a few minutes ago. I may have. But Father Gascoigne, we need to open up the rest of the path to him, or at least check it out. We don't have to start fighting him right away, but we could. It's basically open now. And we have a music box. don't have many vials in storage. Unlike those other characters that we didn't load, the level 207 has 600 of everything in storage. The subtle differences in mechanics between this and Dark Souls in some places. Not that I'm an expert at Dark Souls, you know, I love them and I'm not great. I get through them and the mechanics are just different enough that I got really lost yesterday trying to pick this back up. I don't know what you're talking about, Manny. I have no idea what you're talking about. Hello, though. Hi. Dense, I agree. If only this game went for frame rate on PS4 Pro or got a remaster that pushed for stable frame rate. And some anti-aliasing. Mentioned it yesterday. Yeah, if Horizon, not that Horizon has real frame rate problems, it doesn't, but if Horizon or this game had done some serious frame rate work for their, if they did pro versions which improved frame rates, I would have gone in for it. Some of my favorite games. But no, they didn't. Score! And 7 years ago. We got some, we got a little bit of gear, didn't we? Get something else? Foreign garb. Put on something. Look forward to getting something that I like wearing a little better. You can break barrels in God of War by rolling. Yeah, what can I say? I'm still glad most everybody else is enjoying it. It turned out not to be for me, but that's okay.
I bet y'all drinking that wine too, ain't you? Smoking them tweeds and everything.
I was 5 minutes early.
Off your ass. What the hell's going on today?
What's going on today? You were on time. I was a few minutes early. Tiny as that might be, it's rare these days. Yeah, we're good. This is gonna be fun. I'm really glad we're playing this again. Now don't look at the horde at the bottom of the stairs. Look at the top of the stairs. Look at the top of the stairs in the back. The top of the stairs. They didn't roll the ball. Okay. Well, that's great. They really didn't roll the ball. There it comes. Oh! Wipeout! I'm not sure when they're going to get it in. The industry will get it in their collective development mind to prioritize frame rate over the latest, greatest effects. I'm not sure they collectively will. That might always be a niche thing. plowed through me. Push, push, push. I think they're scripted to turn around. I don't believe I can actually sneak up on them. The guy with the spear is really nasty. Ugh. I might have been able to. Trying to gauge the distance. Still, not doing too well with that. Oh! Narrow places in the spear? Fuck me! You thought the stream crashed when you wrote Crash. Jay, the stream just hung for you a second when you wrote that. Perfect timing. Did for Crash 2. Chat crashed. Rightos. Hello. Numbers look okay here. I don't know what the stream did. We're up and going. Trying to get used to how far away I can effectively backstab someone, so I don't have to get any closer than I need to. Forgot to go in for extra bullets while we were here.
You hungry and rats!
You were, but they weren't. And there's a lot of hitches in this game with the performance that we were just discussing. Can't see you. Just come along. Walk this way. Did the hunt catch up to you, Jay? Hey, Rex. Yep, they did. They got me. Not this time. New character. 2 years of Rust. Last time I played was 2015. I'm just learning how to play all over again. Some of it's coming back, and some of it's coming back less reliably. Guy up there's got my souls. Yeah, Rex, I imagine, yeah. Probably. I don't know why we wouldn't. We'll be playing it for a while if we do it all straight through. I don't know what's gonna happen. Grab that. Alright, it's pretty awesome, right? You have a good time? We don't actually have to fight these guys. We can go right past to Gascoigne. I can't remember what they're guarding. Maybe a clothing item or something. Shit! Fuck you! Last you've seen of this game is when Hob did a 0-hit run a week or two ago. Well, that's not very long ago. Last you've seen was 2 weeks ago. Last I've seen was 2 years ago, man. Or wait, but I put the mute. But hold on, there are the gestures. Oh, left side, right side, touchpad. Now it comes back. I was trying to remember what the hell Sony did. Where did they hide the gestures? I couldn't find them in any of the menus. The touchpad, they have you, one side brings up gestures, and the other side brings up personal effects. They also have this weird system where if you hold down X and you do stuff, it does gestures. Which means you'll do gestures when you're fighting sometimes and holding a button. Yay, thank you, Sony, that was awesome. Please, stupid. Turn these off. Not turn off gestures being available. Turn off the jerk off gestures. Hated sitting down in the middle of the fight. Yeah, you know what? So let's just get that one out of there. Let's get, just in case. Let's get that one out of there. I don't even know what those stupid fucking arrows mean. All I know is it happens when I don't want and I can't trigger them on purpose. I mean, you can still do that. Okay, Manny, that's true. Sony only provided the tool and From decided they had to use it that way. Okay. Yeah, sorry if I'm bitching. I love the game. I have hundreds of hours in the game years ago, and I love it. I just, those gestures happen at the worst times, and you're very lucky if it didn't happen to you. You are most fortunate. Yeah, I'll be bringing this up when I mean to bring this up in combat. If we use it. See what I remember about fighting this guy.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Been there. Done that. Yep. Can't see you.
Message coming in.
Him and his guns. I gotta be the only one to use those guns. attacked it. It doesn't, okay, different staggers. I don't think I ever used the music box much.
What's that smell? What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
Shoot, I might have been able to get that one. Yeah, I know. I've done this actually many times. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it well or even stick to a good plan. I just have to let it happen. Hey, Simpika. You only get maybe 2 uses of it? Hey, what's up, Rage? Question though about getting a visceral when he's stunned. Is it an automatic visceral if I tap, or do I have to trigger it with a backstab from behind? He'll stun for a little bit, backstab. So have to R2 first when he's stunned like that. Or is it an automatic backstab with R1 when he's stunned like that? Oh! You good? Yeah, one more. Yeah, cool. You're cool. It is on PC. It is. I haven't picked it up ever. Still in the back of my mind. Rage, you loved it? Loved the hell out of it? I'm just getting trigger happy. Don't mind me. See my attention split there? How did he run past me? So those were, yeah, my first attempt in 2 years. So, hey. Right, Toes. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Roll the ball. A little close. skill system. Oh, made it more enjoyable in the pace. Hey, DJ. How you doing? Crash, I'd say harder but not much. It's easier as it goes on. One difficulty. Run past them even if they chase us. But won't follow the player through the fog gate. Not a specific build, but it'll probably be skill and a lot of the whip, even though I'm theoretically open to switching it up a bit. You're dead without your echoes. Wait, why are we killing him again? He didn't die. I did. Why are we killing him again? Jay would... But, NG plus his Burial Blade. Burial Blade is awesome. If we were playing another character, I would have the Burial Blade there and I would swap back and forth. I think. I love the Burial Blade. I miss the plus 10s. I miss them. Indeed. I think I even got one of the fancier versions of it. Or a different rune configuration. Something. Yep. Only thing we've done. Only thing I got done yesterday. Took me forever just to get the basic feel for playing again. The basics. Oh, the basics. Am I that low on... No, 2 bullets. I just used 2 bullets. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Brain not working properly. You're doing a blood tinge chickage build? 26. Nice, how do you like the build? That sounds familiar, I've never done a blood tinge build. Roll your ball! Here it comes. Get them all! Not that good. You first. Alright. Go. guy must have been in one of the little alcoves on the side of the bridge. Survive. Oh, I know the NPC who uses that weapon. Or am I thinking of was the chickage the weapon the people use? The church, the NPC hunter who's in there. Was it the chickage was used as an exploit by the door to kill that NPC, or am I confusing it with the weapon that NPC uses? I guess you can make an origami sword. Go bot go. Origami sword. The door exploit is fixed. Yeah, I sort of remember that. Like the NPC will now run away from the door too quickly or something. Hunter can follow you out. Oh. Back off topic, Manny. You're deciding what game to start next. How did everyone like Black Flag? If you're not a hardcore Assassin's Creed fundamentalist, it's a really great game. It's very different. The mechanics, base mechanics are similar except for all the ship stuff, which is like a whole another game. You're playing a different game. I better shut up, huh? Yeah, I'm sure the first couple times I fought this guy before I streamed on Twitch, and even when we began here, I would wager I did not do any parrying, and I got through it, however, messily, without parrying. It's not a skill that ever comes naturally to me in games. I've had to... What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on my desk. Door, the fog door. It's so much better the first time. I played him in 2 years, and I've done a couple since. One of the best boss fights in the whole game. Yeah, Procyon, how are you doing today? Instinctive panic shots. Get hung up on everything. Come on.
Sporting hunting was.
Dr. Scavarrel! Father Furry. Furry father. Furry father. Furry. Hey, yo. Yeah, Procyon, I've got the music box on the bar, but we were talking about the music box only working a couple times and saving it for werewolf form. First time I got to him today, which is 3 or 4 attempts now. Do I really need to farm bullets? Am I out of bullets? It sucks. Yeah. Anyways, we were down. The werewolf was down to just little bit. I did better on instinct after 2 years than I've done after a few tries and thinking about it again. Bullets. Damn. Let's farm some vials and we'll get bullets in the process. So we gotta spend 10 minutes farming or something. just for bullets. Missed it. Yeah, it can take a while to get back to the boss in this game, that's for sure. And the needing to farm mechanic, no free Estus at the bonfire. And the importance of a consumable to be able to parry. That's pretty harsh. Best vial farming spot is in the DLC. Guy who gives 5 vials every time you kill him. Have fun getting there at low level though. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to set that up. We're gonna play this a little more organically, I think. Get all 3 birds. Nice birds. Nice job, Whip. Alright, it doesn't take long to get back to the Hunter's Dream, but then it takes 25 seconds to get back. It's about 45 seconds from here until we can loop back to the other lamp. So we're there. Wants to time it. seconds. $30. 40 seconds, lamp to lamp. Not too bad. But when you're farming something, you know, a solid minute or close to it is a pretty big downtime. You want to stay moving so you can keep the rhythm. And... Hey, Bob. Howdy.
This time's finished.
Not in the chat box. Greetings, sir. My number of bullets is going down so far. Maybe I should spend some echoes, skip a level, and stock up on some bullets. How expensive are they back at Dream? When we're there, I'll take a look at the price. What's on your plate today, Bob? Having any fun this weekend? I know if you're gonna be hanging out or.
This time's finished.
I don't think I'd ever gotten all 3 of these birds before in one swing. But now I think I might know how close I need to get to do it. Worth it. But we're only getting 3, we're only netting 1 bullet if we have to use 3 to kill those 3 in the loop. So this is not a good loop for Quicksilver unless we're spending echoes on bullets. Always burn some health. Forgot about that. Push up, burn health. Let's check the price. Bob's got to lurk. Got to lurk and work. As long as you're getting paid, right? Price. What's the price? 160. 160. That's terrible price. I can't. That doesn't seem practical at all. Do it anyways, just because we're so down. We're actually stocking up on blood vials. That's good. 1/10 of what we can hold in storage. Are there any other good enemies that drop Quicksilver besides Grandpa in the wheelchair? Nearby, we could make part of this. Make a couple more runs. I'll spend the echoes I get from these runs on Quicksilver. We kind of need the bullets. Because we're only netting 1 per run, and that's if I don't have to make any extra shots. 1 extra shot, and we're netting nothing. 2 extra shots, and we're down a bullet. Gotta do what you gotta do. We gotta do this. So, speaking of gotta do, what does everybody gotta do this weekend? All free time or what? Are people working, lurking and working? Bob? Access to a few grandpas after blood-starved beast. So, what did I say about wasting bullets? Really easy. I'm glad we're buying some with our echoes. We'll still be at a good net positive as long as I'm spending these echoes on bullets. Up the elevator from the beast, I mean. Oh, this is good for getting blood vials for whatever our first major early need is. If that's not this coin. Would have been cool to get through that the very first time, not having played in 2 years. pulled it off then. Would have liked that very much. I get control right as the bird's landing on my head. Candy coffee. Good luck. Tons of patience and love. Thank you. And hi. Ugh, the frame rate in this game. We don't need to buy the bullets every time, but I plan on spending these echoes on bullets. Crash, yeah, you beat the beast, and the elevator in the chapel opens. Okay, trying to picture that. 3 grandpas there. Also go to the abandoned warehouse and get those doll clothes. You want us to get to the blood-starved beast? Well, all leads road through Gascoigne. That shove's great. Love the shove. Alright, so much for bullets. This is great vial farming, indeed. And awful bullet farming. We can buy 9 now. Whereabouts? Should equip the torch before I get us killed in the dark. I do have a torch. I should just pull it out when we come in here. See where the hell he's standing. Well, I gotta say Laura's... Thank you. I think lore was probably not my strong suit. I encourage people to talk about lore more than I could ever say about it. I enjoy reading descriptions. I hear seeing people talk about it too. In case things go badly up here. If I move in close enough and do a strong attack, I can get all 3 birds. Wrong spot. Far to the left that time. Come on, big guy, squeeze through. Squeeze through! You know, I could start killing these guys without staggering them. I just need to be a little more careful about it. I wouldn't be using bullets, I'd be getting 4 from Grandpa. don't want to do this forever, but we're going to need bullets for Gascoigne, and I may need to take a few runs at it. I'd rather stock up and then take a few runs at it than have to stop after 2 attempts, get bullets. 2 attempts, get, you know. I don't know if it's going to take 1 more or 10 more. So, there it is. Manny, for the good Lord, check out Bati Vidya YouTube channel. It does a great job. Special tools that show parts of the games you don't usually get to see. Thanks for the tip. Slow. I don't have a particular goal, but a few more rounds, get 30, 40 bullets total. We'll start making runs at Gascoigne. When I run out, we'll see what happens. I hate the idea of getting stuck at Gascoigne, but after 2 years, that first run was possibly lucky more than anything else. Well, instinct takes over. I panic a lot. If you've seen me play Soulsborne games, you know I get shaky, panicky. Don't simply get better as I go along. Take a break before I can do anything. Crash it, the description, reading, discussion. When you get into that stuff, it's hard not to appreciate the game. Something more. When we get some cooler items, more items, we'll go through some of that again. Just the Cold Blood, the different versions of Cold Blood, their descriptions are eerie. If I didn't spend these echoes on bullets, spend them on a couple levels, I think we need about 2.5. Might be getting close to 3 now for level. We could squeak out a little more damage from the weapon. I think we are 2 shards short of upgrading the cane to +2. It's +1 right now. The torch. Looks cool, Manny. Hello, Matthew! Matthew says hello, everyone. Crash, you would say most of all our deaths in Soulsborne games is greed and gravity. No, nobody can beat that, boss. Nobody can beat gravity. We get about 900, not quite 900. Little loop. And that only gets us, what, like 5, 6 bullets? Can't believe we're buying bullets. Can't believe we're buying bullets. Matthew, it's okay. I I was not the best host of a celebration, so I was just trying to treat it like a normal stream as best I could. Manny, my party is broken. Sorry. I don't know these things. I don't know these things. Evening, Willis. No, I've become awful by not playing for 2 years, so I'm starting from scratch. Get some of that muscle memory fine-tuned. Popped out early. Yeah, I might have even finished it twice off stream. At least once, possibly twice. I had done the shallowest dungeons through the princess, queen, whatever her name is, as well. It was right about when I started streaming, right before then. Brick guys are scary as hell, always and forever. Visited your pal, lived 5 other guys in a house, one tried Bloodborne, and got smacked by those brick guys. At least he didn't get smacked with bricks by the 5 other guys in the house. I was reading it wrong at first. Thought I was reading a story about somebody getting bricked by their roommate, but yeah, the brick guys are bad enough.
Message coming in.
Matthew,
Patching it
thank you
through.
for the host. Here's... Let's check. We went from starting level 10 to 20 yesterday. Put most of the points in skill, a couple in vitality. Started as a milk toast, the average build, just for whatever, because it doesn't really matter. And where are we at with things? Defense is up to 40, physical defense, which is not much. I keep putting points in skill, and hopefully today we can get a little more in endurance and vitality. Weapon, that's really what I was wanting to look at too. Got 100 damage gain right now. It's not a lot. Umu's saying you're garbage with a controller, playing with a controller. The sad thing is you started playing XCOM. Even more PC games. Can't you use a controller with XCOM now? Good controller setup, doesn't it? It's been a long time since I preferred keyboard and mouse. I don't even miss the precision most of the time. Every once in a while, if I'm aiming something and I'm struggling to get the stupid reticle to land on the point in the middle, whenever that happens, all right, I miss mousing, but I don't miss it most of the time. And especially the keyboarding. I really don't miss keyboarding. This is not. I don't like playing games like this anymore. I did enough of it. It hurt me. Neither of them saw me? I thought you saw me. Yay, coins. Just what I wanted. Play Bloodborne. Play it still. Do you mix up lock-on and lock and no-lock combat? Do you mix it up, or do you prefer always being locked on? Never being locked on? With the exception of bosses, I think I'd prefer being locked on most of the time. For no other reason than being able to dodge forward. The way it affects movement. What have I done? Wrong button? Shit! I'm standing there and I'm going, I am pushing the wrong button. That's bad! You loved claw keyboarding? Because you have, quoting your dad, spider fingers, or your mom would say pianist fingers. Yeah, okay, fair enough. If you're good with, there you go. I always had trouble keeping as a child, I was given piano lessons. I was lucky enough to have piano lessons. I did not keep up with it, but I was never good at form. A little later, I was lucky enough to get some guitar lessons, and I never stuck with those either, but I had a similar problem. My finger positioning, posture was always awful. Wrong pressure, wrong everything. Lots of bull here. Alright, should we go after Gascoigne this time? Let's take a few runs at Gascoigne. I can't get him down. Yes, I have the music box. If we can only use it once or twice in the fight, we're gonna save it for werewolf form. And I've just gotta get good, or at least get good enough to cleanly get him into werewolf form and then not panic and die too quickly. Let's see how many vials we had in storage. I bet getting close to 80. What's your favorite boss and why is it the lady in the clock tower? Nice. My favorite boss in this game. Think about that for a while. It's been a while since I've thought about bosses in this game. Does it have to be a boss I'm actually good at fighting? That would change it dramatically. There it comes. Some of them are just magnificent to behold. Doesn't mean I wub them like a Brightus. I can't call that my favorite boss, but how incredible is a boss like that to behold? Lady in the clock tower. So here's the lady in the clock tower then, huh? Crash, you got 450 hours in the Monster Hunter world. Doing a job. You want to give up on trophies? I'm a wee bit surprised. Think you'll do you think you'll make it through? Good luck. You make it through. Want? Hey, any boss? Not really a favorite. Any boss? Watch your pal parrying the bullet from the clock tower lady with another bullet, and he also got murdered by her 2 seconds after. The NPC-like enemies are some of the toughest because they're so fast and they use... Didn't get staggered. Barely get that. Shit! Fuck me. I didn't get the backstab because I didn't get around it. There's so many obstacles that you can't break. All the gravestones and trees in here. Burning through those bullets. I didn't even pick up my echoes. Just tunnel vision. You only have 2 more? Crash, but it's a grind. Well, good luck. So we only now have about a dozen in storage, dozen bullets left in storage. I really should have picked up those echoes. It wouldn't matter though, because we have to. If we got to break off to farm, we won't be able to spend those anyways. Doesn't matter. Good call. Could use some Molotovs that I do have at least 5 of. 10? Well, okay, we have a few Molotovs. I have a hard time avoiding him in beast form. Did you notice though? It's not just about doing damage. I don't... Yes. I panic enough, he moves very quickly. I'm not good at evading his beast form attacks. I go down like a sack of potatoes. Drops me. We'll get it. I'll get it. Yeah, people telling you how to use the tactics that that the community at large have determined. They're telling you to use tricks and tactics when you're trying to figure out how to play.
God.
Alright, good times. I'm going back around. I should at least get the bullets. But what's the point of doing the rest of this? I'm going for Gascoigne, not farming for bullets. Sorry, fell back into the habit, but I should still be going for those bullets that Grandpa has. Pick up the 4 every time at least. I might be too slow. Ooh, that one was good. Tried extra hard to lure them all out and keep them on this side of the bridge so that if they tried to follow me across, they'd be in the middle. I didn't want to look back. I got bullets. Hey. Keep rolling like that, please. Here we go. Getting stun locked and not being able to catch the timing to get out of it. fucking get it. Shit. It worked, but it didn't work until it didn't kick in until after he did his full kill sequence. Fuck you! I get the animation just enough that it triggers. But it doesn't kick in until after he's attacked, jumped again, attacked, killed me, I'm lying there dead. Then he goes, oh no, you played the music! I didn't even process that. Crash, you're saying the Molotov didn't even do damage, huh? I think it was in an iframe when it hit. Music box. Was not meant to be, for sure. End up taking our first break on the 90-minute mark instead of 2 hours in. Feeling like I need to stretch out. Getting a little wound up.
Go.
Oh, that didn't work very well at all. Practice much with. This is not a real attempt. I was thinking about it as a while spamming the whip here, but I haven't practiced much trying to control a group of enemies with the whip, getting used to which combination of attacks I want to use to try and herd them. Be where I am. Get out of here. Jesus. faster, girl! Missed it. Fuck. I might have had it if I had tried it. Dickhead. I should convert here. It should get him. It should fucking get him. Yes! Yes! Yes. All right, Green, nice timing. Have a good one. The Game Wisp stuff is so broken, Crash, but I got your back. The Game Wisp stuff has been broken. I don't know if it ever got fixed. There was a post on the Streamlabs Onkbot Discord about it being really broken a few weeks ago. It is a good time for a break. Let's go spend those souls, though. Now let's go up to. Let's go get a brooch and go spend these souls. I'll break in a couple minutes. We don't have to go into the tomb yet. Hey, question for Crash, anyone else? Eileen story. We've already met her once. I have to meet her again before the scene here will trigger, right? There's no risk in bouncing back here. She's not just gonna show up here, right? Remember the little girl? Gave us the music box. Wanted us to look for her mother, who carries the red brooch, who went out in search of her father, who didn't come home. Well, her mother. You already met her father. Enrique. DJ, beer, 2 hours from barrel and pizza. What barrel what? You're opening the 3 gates. So much, there's so much that I'll have to come back bit by bit. How are we doing on shards? We didn't end up with an extra shard, did we? 3, we need 5 for our +2 cane. You're kneeling by the gravestone?
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength.
Nice.
Let
Blades
me
of Mercy.
stand close.
Favorite.
Now shut your eyes.
Time to build up some extra swings, extra stamina. Health? I don't know. Take, we'll start working on some other stats. I don't really have a plan. Like I said, I don't have a plan. See if we're carrying any cold blood we can pop to get an extra level there.
Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself,
Ah, nice
worship
DJ.
and serve them.
I gotcha.
Speak words they do not,
Still.
but still, aren't they sweet? Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Hey, Crash, good call on the Molotov, too. That was a pretty good fight, that last one. A bit messy, but it finished off well. We got the music box, got the backstab, got the Molotov. Molotov finished him off. I really like that. Arr, arr. What am I doing? You have... Why not? Get us a level.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well. Let me stand close.
It's all 19s, man.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
It's a lucky thing, DJ. It's a lucky thing. I too am in a beer town. I have a lot of good beer within minutes of my house. Good fresh beer. It's a good thing. Never go above 40 on endurance. The depreciating returns after 40 is what you're referring to, right? You can still add, but you'll get so little for it. I think the other character we were last on ended up with about 40 vitality, endurance, skill, and was getting up to maybe 30 strength. We're starting to work on other stats because of that. Excuse me. Alright, almost up to 100 vials in the bank. That's nice. Bullets, none in the bank. We don't even have 20. Molotovs, things. Bold Hunter's Marks. Awaken anew without losing blood echoes. Remember, we've got a few of those in an emergency. We need to start saving up 10,000 for the emblem. Need that. Is there a way to not need it? Is there a way to not need the emblem? Don't mind me. Couldn't even hit 20. Should have used those to repair my weapon. Doesn't matter. Boom. Now let's keep going a little bit. Let's keep going a little bit. We don't need to break quite yet. I'd rather have 2 breaks. Break after 2 hours, break again after about 2 hours. But I was going to need a break if we were going to have to stay with Father Gascoigne much longer. Is there still a trick? Don't some people use a trick on the stairs to kill him? Can't you kind of stun lock him on the stairs? I used to be able to. I gotta remember to ask Lamia. I don't know if you're out there lurking, but I gotta remember to add, have Lamia remove the extra command. Don't mind the extra. spelling his name right. Father Gascoigne. G-N-E. C-O-I-G-N-E. O-I-G-N-E. And skip emblem if you go for the blood-starved beast and take the back route. If you remember correctly, it might be wrong. And I might have trouble sorting through that, so we'll just keep going and see what happens. I don't mind saving up for that. Very roundabout way, but yeah, you can. Faster to farm the echoes. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. Terrible shame. Makes my head shudder uncontrollably. Grant us eyes, as you did for the vacuous Rom. Workshop tool. We don't have any blood gems yet, but we've got the tool. Cathedral Ward.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we could tell the woman whose door was being barked at. One of those dogs. Hi guys! Nice hats. Send her to the clinic. You know what happens then. East is out that way, right? Or which way? The way is out now. Hey there, C-word. One of those whip mode attacks, I gotta get one of my favorites that I haven't gotten used to again. I saw it there. I have to start doing it on purpose. Dodge forward and a quick attack. See if I can get it here. That one. It's a really quick snap. A really quick snap, and it's also a pretty wide arc, if I'm not mistaken. So if you lunge forward and then snap. I like that one. I think I used to use it a lot. And it's one of those you can only do while locked on. You have to lunge forward. I don't think it works with a. Yeah, it's not that one. But with something to lock onto, it works. It even worked there where the pitchfork guy went past me and still snapped and got him. One or two guys in here. I remember this guy. Is there another one? Madman's knowledge. Those have we picked up. 3. Skull of a madman touched by the wisdom of the great ones. Used to gain insight. Making contact with eldritch wisdom is a blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose, or posterity. That brooch we picked up, perhaps it's a gift from a hunter, used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. Can anyone remind me why we wouldn't? Is there some reason to save the brooch and not turn it into a gem? C-word, how are you doing today? Hi, folks. DJ growing hops on your countryside every year? Yeah, hops. Hops. We've got some wild hops, actually, or used to. Between my house and my neighbor's house, when I first moved in 18 years ago, there was some hops growing between our house. Bit of extra dialogue, that's about it. I'm trying to be doing all right. C-word, I've been, I haven't been doing my best at doing all right, but working on it. Really glad to be playing this game again. That one. That's that. There it is again. Or... oh, never mind. I wasn't in whip mode. Don't mind me. I can't tell what I'm doing. So you can get a ribbon for the messengers, too, if you give her the brooch. You can get a ribbon for the messengers. Ah. That's right. Is it a universal gem, one I could put in my cane? It might be worth using now, even if it's only a little damage. Hey there, Daisy. Here's... our next level. Doesn't actually say how much we need here, huh? milk toast. You doing alright today, Daisy? What you up to? By a pig. That sounds familiar. Knock, knock.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligurius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned? Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Celebrate!
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Good blood, you say?
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest. As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
You're helping me remember some of that crash. So if you bring the brooch back to the girl, it was her mother's brooch, she goes out in search of her mother, gets eaten by the pig, and you kill the pig in the sewer, you get the ribbon, and the ribbon is for the messengers, right? They can wear a ribbon instead of a top hat. So to complete the story, you have to play out the tragedy and let her go in search of her mother by giving her the brooch. But if you use the brooch, you get the gem. You don't ever give her the brooch. She doesn't go in search of her mother. And maybe she lives happily ever after with no parents and no one to feed her and monsters roaming about outside her house. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Byrgenwerth is an old
fine.
place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
Like
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Yeah, forgot about this. So talk to the guy by Central Yharnam to get the flamethrower before Ram. After Ram on the Blood Moon, he turns into a werewolf. Is that like the flamethrower with a name? Like Rosita or something? Shivering Blood Gemstone. That's our first gemstone that we picked up. Physical attack of 0.7, because that's a lot. 0.7. I don't even want to look at that gem. Ah, fuck, I knew he was there! Thought I'd have a moment to react. Can't get through, right? You can't get through? Good. Damn you. Guard. 4. We need one more and we can plus 2 our cane. I look forward to that. Antidote. Right. New lamp. We are going to take a break soon, and hopefully I don't forget. If I go more than 10 or 15 more minutes, I'd appreciate a reminder from anyone. Take a break soon. I could even just do it here. Alright, I'm thinking about it. I'm saying it out loud. Let's just take our break here. We got a door to open and a new place to visit after the break. Seems about right. I'm going to take 10. Stretch your legs, grab a drink, smoke them if you got them, and I'll see you back here in a few. Stay tuned.